that one off George.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
The Knicks with the lead. Here's Brunson. Here's Hart. A three-pointer off the mark.
KYP. Know your personnel. Challenge the great shooter. Excellent job.
Here's SGA. That one drops for him.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Brunson outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris, it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Mitchell wide open. No good with the triple. Brunson with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Holmgren with the steal. Jacks up a three. The shot by Mitchell, no good. And Brunson has it in the corner. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'll tell you this. Nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
Williams inside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Towns. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's SGA. Sinks the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Anunoby outside. That's tipped. SGA on the wing. He has 5. Williams looking around. 6 to shoot. Back to Holmgren. Over Hart. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Good D by Holmgren.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Anunoby. No scoring in this one. Hart with it. Picked up by Hartenstein.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
So they take the lead.
3-point goal.
And the Thunder lead by 1.
What confidence by Jalen Williams. Just ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, saying, I'm going to get this off before you can do anything about it.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. teams will make substitutions. And the Knicks with possession here. They trail by 1. Anunoby outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Bridges with some nice defense.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
And that one falls for Bridges. In a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
And, Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen. I'll tell you, Josh Hart, if he sees a lane and an opportunity to drive, I promise he's going at it.
On the wing, Williams. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Thunder. Now McBride. Still without a basket. Clock at 6. Pass to Robinson. New York needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. And here are the Knicks. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Guys, back to you.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Hart. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
At the line, one shot.
Free throw good. Hart.
Now, the intensity, the toughness, the absolute ability to play bigger than your size. That is Josh Hart.
In the corner, Wallace with it. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. Launches it. Traps in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's McBride. Scoreless thus far. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Holmgren right side. Towns with the steal. Stolen by Mitchell. It's stolen. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Left side, Towns. Pass to McBride. Here's Clarkson. Banked in off the glass. And the Knicks leading by 2.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Back to Wallace. Takes a 3. Knicks with the rebound. Here's Hart. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. What a performance from Josh Hart. He has been the story for the Knicks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2. Wallace outside. Outside Williams. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Robinson pulls it in. New York with the ball. Now, here's Clarkson. Outside for Robinson. There's the drive. And the shot goes in. Robinson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Knicks.
Boy, Mitchell Robinson, a hard man to stop when he's got momentum. Nice.
On the wing, Wiggins. Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren is double. Clock at 4. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. 2 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Good on the triple.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Outside, Towns. Robinson on the wing. Back to Towns. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Coming onto the floor for the Thunder, number 5.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Fires from deep. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Dortch got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence in three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
Into the lane. McBride. Pass to Shamet. Now, here's Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Towns. And Holmgren pulls it down. The Thunder with the lead. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Here's Shamet. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Wallace outside. Back to Dort. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, my goodness. How about the impressive vertical by Lou Dort? No doubt on that slam.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Make some noise for your next setting answer.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Can they get it? Good D by Mitchell.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Thunder.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Now here's Wiggins. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Here's Wallace. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
Now here's Brunson. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Wow, Chet Holmgren sending it back. He is willing to take on any kind of challenge.
Knicks trailed by 8. Bridges, no one around him. Drills the three-pointer. Bridges got 9.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Nailed from three-point land. And the Thunder lead by 8.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And it's Towns penetrating. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. At 1 on Holmgren.
Aggressive drive by Towns, forcing the foul there.
At the line,
Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And here is Bridges. 9 points in the game so far. 4 on the shot clock. Brunson on the move.
First 13. Oklahoma City substitution, Kenrich Williams. Wallace.
Brunson, left side. Here's Hart. Takes it inside. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
Here's Brunson. The Thunder pull it in. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 19-7 run. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Knicks trail by 8. Pass to Brunson. Puts one up. And it's good for 2. Brunson's got 6.
Oh, that's a silky jump shot. Playing right over the top of the defense. Mr. Brunson, how good are you?
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Wallace. Shot clock at 6. Using his size out of the backcourt. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Brunson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, sharks are in the water. Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer. Boy, this guy can light you up.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Taken away by Williams. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Here's Wallace. And it's off from three-point range. Knicks trailed by 6. Bridges drives in. Outside for Robinson. Taken away by Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Williams has got 8 points.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Brunson with it. 8 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, trying to get open. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
It's Dort on the wing. Here's SGA. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Oklahoma City leading by 6. It's Joe on the wing. Outside Williams. The three. Joe, good. Joe's got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City.
This is a specialty for Isaiah Joe. Rise and fire in the catch and shoot.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Pass to Dort. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Dagnall said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Back over to you.
All purpose. Thank you, Allie. Left side Williams. Cans it from downtown. And now it's a 12-point Thunder lead.
Jalen Williams lethal from deep, folks. You can't allow him to get comfortable.
Anunoby, no good. Here's Dort. He has 5. On the wing, Williams. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jalen Brunson.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Brunson. Here he goes. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
Holmgren left side from downtown. And that one is off. Clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Thunder lead by 12. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. The Thunder leading by 12. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams for 3. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
It's good.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue.
The Thunder hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And the first one at the line is good.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
And so he hits both.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Here's McBride. Still yet to score. They get a hand on it. SGA with the steal. Basket counts.
Well, just a great read by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Getting in transition, making it easy.
Here's McBride. Count it good. Now, here's SGA. 15 points in the game. Pass to Dort. Now Williams. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And that's now 18 points for Williams. Williams comes with a double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
One-on-one here. Here's Dort. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Lou Dort is 6'3", 215. You don't think he wants a little contact? That is nicely done on the drive.
At the line.
Doris, in any discussion about Lou Dort, the first topic has got to be his defense.
Kevin, I'm going to be honest. I don't think we talk about him consistently enough as a player who should and could win Defensive Player of the Year. If you are a perimeter shooter or a perimeter scorer, the last guy you want looking opposite you is Lou Dort.
Pass to Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Dort wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Dort got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, nice rise and fire from... Lou Dort.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
A big round of applause for your next City Air.
Difficult situation for New York. Brunson scanning the floor. Hart outside. Brunson outside. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. Takes the three. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a three.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
50.
Pass to Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Hart outside. Pass to Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. Good D by Williams.
Boy, that is how you protect the rim. That is A+ defense.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And the Thunder another three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Bridges with the steal. Pass to Hart. Driving the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Dort.
Well, there's a toughness to Josh Hart. You don't mess with him from a contact perspective. He will absorb it.
And Hart drops them both. And here is Dort. 10 points for him. Pass to Holmgren. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder another three.
You love how fast Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets into that shooting motion. As soon as it touches his hands, it is ready to go.
Now here's Hart. He's got 13. Anunoby outside. To the left wing. Shot from 12. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Now here's Brunson. Holmgren with the steal. SGA with the ball. He's got 27. Over in the corner, Williams. Stolen by Anunoby. Brunson outside. Driving in. And the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander.
Like a corner, holding on to midnight. That chicken wrapped in Nero. She so gonna, she can eat it. She don't want it. No more, don't want it. She don't want it. No more, don't want it. Get my own. I get it in and go. Try to owe me something, better pay your toll. I live the spoon and I scrape the ball.
We'll see the Dallas Mavericks taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Now, here's Fox. Here he goes. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch.
Harper with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Pass to Harper. Good on the triple. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From deep Washington. Outside, Fox. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Dallas ball.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Al Russell.
Stay on it.
Going inside. Here's Davis. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. I asked him how they prepared for this matchup against Anthony Davis, and coach responded saying, you have to prepare for his impact on both ends. Offensively, he's terrific around the rim and pretty much unguardable when his jumper is falling. And defensively, he does it all. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
You have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now, here's Harper. Drains the three-pointer.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch-and-shoot jumpers. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And so he hits both. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
And Davis can't get it to go.
Yeah, and you expect him to make that one. I'm sure he expects it as well.
Dallas moving the ball around. Dallas again turning it over. Here's Fox. Castle on the wing. No good from outside. Mavericks trailed by 6. Washington inside. You know, you got to be impressed with the size and athleticism of this Mavericks front court team.
And now the addition of Cooper Flagg at small forward. So in addition to all the length and mobility they already had, this now makes them the match of any team in the league in that regard.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
And he sinks the second. Spurs leading by 5. To the wing on the left. Here's Sohan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Outside, Russell. Pass to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
In the corner, Castle with it. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Thompson outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
Fox goes in. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Russell. An easy 2 points on the layup.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
For 3, Vassell. And it's Flagg with the rebound.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Here's Russell. And that one is good.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
On the wing, Fox. San Antonio again missing. The Mavericks leading. Here's Washington. And the rejection by Wembanyama. It's Vassell with the drive. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And man, is Vassell tough to guard. So good at using that limb to get the call.
Taking 2 shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
Out to Thompson. Six on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Flagg. Back to Thompson. No good on the 3. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Vassell wide open. Nailed from three-point land. Vassell's got 7.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
And here's Russell. Down low. Here's Gafford. And Tim, you think about rim-running centers. Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Drops in the tray. Castle's got his second bucket.
That jump shot has been the biggest question mark to Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Gafford. Clock at 6. At the top of the key, Thompson. Dallas again missing. Spurs leading by 5. Now, Cornette. Spurs working the ball around now. Back to Sohan. A pass to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
That one falls. Russell's got 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Back to Fox. Lets it go from deep. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. Thompson surveying the floor. Here's Washington. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Fox. 6 points for him. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doubled by Vassell. Back to Russell. Pass to Flag. Rebounded by Castle. San Antonio leading by 3. Outside, Fox. Sinks the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Right side, Russell. Out to the wing. Gafford, no one around him. Off target from the wing. San Antonio with the ball. Back to Vassell. A pass to Fox. Lets a floater go. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now an 8-point Spurs lead.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Mavericks will go for a different look here. Mavericks trailed by 8. Nemhard with it. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to McLaughlin. In the corner, Sohan with it. Barnes outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Here's Nembhard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Here's McLaughlin. Beyond the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Marshall. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
And here's Johnson outside. That shot off the mark. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And we'll be right back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
Now, Nembhard. Five to shoot. And stolen by Barnes. One-on-one here. Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's a power drive if you've ever seen one. Keldon Johnson is country strong.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Johnson. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Over to the left wing. Barnes outside. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
And he makes the first. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Guys?
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Al Russell. After Keldon Johnson missed from long range. Thompson in the corner. No good on the triple. San Antonio leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. They double-team Wembanyama. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Talking about the first pick of the draft, rookie Cooper Flagg. He's got a diverse skill set and is so mature for a teenager.
He misses the free throw. So, Greg, for Cooper Flagg, both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Bean, right? Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
Nobody near Barnes. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Here's Johnson. It's stolen by Davis. Outside, Russell. In the corner, it's Flagg. Dallas again missing. San Antonio leading by 10. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mavericks trailed by 10. Russell left side. Thompson outside. In the corner, it's Flagg. Dallas moving it around. 4 on the clock. Davis in the corner. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And San Antonio has possession. Wembanyama with it. High post, Johnson. To the inside. Barnes. And Barnes gets double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Two on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. Mavericks trailed by 10. Here's Nembhard. To the right side. There's Russell with the three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Outside for Wembanyama. Johnson outside. Pass to Wembanyama. They double-team Wembanyama. On the wing, Fox. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
On the wing, Thompson. Back to Davis. It's Nembhard on the wing. Off the mark, and the drought continues. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Thompson in the corner. Thompson with the three.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Johnson in the corner. From deep. Nembhard grabs the board. Mavericks trail by 7. Out to the right wing. Thompson right side. Outside for Davis. From downtown. The putback. A rebound by the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Sohan. Here's Fox. Stolen by Thompson. Nembhard with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Davis down low. Russell with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Russell's got 9.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Johnson outside. Lets it go with a 3. The shot missing. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Nembhard. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. He has 5.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Wembanyama looking it over. Right side, Fox. 4 on the shot clock. Johnson, that's for 2. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Russell with the bucket.
Attention to detail is what's helped Russell improve his scoring ability every year.
Now, Nembhard. He has 5. Pass to Thompson. Outside for Davis. Dallas moving the ball around. And here's Russell. Another 3 for Dallas.
In one eye scanning the floor, the other on the clock. Russell drains it himself.
Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Trying to get something going. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Pass to Gafford. Now Thompson. Nembhard with it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Russell looking around. Thompson outside. And a wide open look for Flag. Drills the three-pointer. Flag's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs. Pass to Castle. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Castle's got 8.
And you can tell Castle loves the challenge, right? Accepts it there, and this time knocks it down from beyond the arc.
In the corner, it's Flag. And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Third team foul. Now into the line for San Antonio.
Up top, Russell. He's got 15. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Thompson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Washington. Russell from long range. It's hauled in by Cornette. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Fox. He's guarded by Russell. Looking to get back on track here. The kick out to Harper. Vassell outside. Russell. His three-pointer's off the mark. Mavericks leading by 5. And what you love about Cooper Flag, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
Here's Fox after the made shot from Klay Thompson. And here is Fox. 9 points in the game so far. And the layup falls. Fox has got 11 points.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
Pass to Thompson. Hits it from three-point range.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Spurs trail by 8. Stolen by Washington. Outside Russell. Out to Thompson. Launches a 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. He's got 13.
Anywhere on the arc, Thompson is a threat. You have to do all you can to run him off that line. Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Thompson. Right wing. Puts up a deep 3. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Mavericks. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We've got more in store for you right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Mavericks leading by 8. Pass to Thompson. Russell from long range. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Outside, Fox. Mavericks with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And they double up Russell. Here's Flag. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Spurs trail by 8. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Now, here is Russell. 15 points in the game. 6 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Third quarter here. Over a minute and a half into it. Outside Harper. Pass to Vassell. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Fox. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Thompson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Even with the defense all over him, Thompson sticks with it and doesn't just give up on the shot.
And he can't get the first one. And he's still going, but Tim, Klay Thompson has always been celebrated for his run with the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, Kevin, 4 titles, 5 All-Star appearances, 37 points in a quarter. Klay and Steph comprising quite possibly the greatest backcourt tandem in league history.
Now, here's Harper. To the wing right side. Pass to Castle. Now, here's Harper. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Fox. And the rejection by Gafford. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, this is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks' Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Kevin?
He has definitely seen it all. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their handle.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot rest on what you've done.
Well, the league now emphasizes high-level shot making more than they ever have. And in the era of the three-point shot in particular, it's crucial that you add that to your game.
Absolutely. And here are the Mavericks now. Here's Nembhard. He's got 5. Pass to Christie. Inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Spurs ball.
So it's San Antonio now. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Here's Fox. And the rejection by Gafford. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. For the lead, Mavericks with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Nembhard. Here's Martin. Pass to Marshall. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Spurs ball. Now into the lineup for San Antonio. Number 10, Jeremy Sohan.
San Antonio with the ball. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Pass to Nembhard. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Here's Nembhard. He has 5. Out left to the wing.
Yeah, he didn't read the defense very well there. He telegraphed that pass.
In the corner, Castle with it. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Fox from outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Now, Nembhard. Driving the lane. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's Russell. 15 points in the game. Diving in. It counts. And the foul. It's going to be on Devin Vassell. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Madness.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And stolen by Russell. Fast break, Dallas. In the corner, it's Flag. And Flag throws it down.
And you can't let this kid Flag get that good a position down low. Cooper will finish that every time.
Now, here's Fox. 13 points in the game. Pass to Castle. Shot clock at 6. It's good from long range. Castle's got 11 points.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
Thompson, left side.
San Antonio.
A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made one, he's missed 2.
Shooting for Dallas.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
And, Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. In the corner, it's Flag. On the wing, Fox. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Ball's knocked loose. Davis with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And then Washington with the dunk.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
Now, here's Fox. 15 points in the game. Thompson with it. 17 points in the game. Pass to Washington. Now, Flag. Out to Russell. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound, San Antonio. Back to Sohan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Right side, Fox. Pass to Castle. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Castle's got 6 in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
The Spurs with the lead. Pass to Johnson. It's up a 3. No good on the shot. Now the Mavericks with it. And it's Russell in the corner. Now Gafford. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by Sohan. Barnes left side. Wembanyama misses the follow-up. Gafford inside. And here is Washington. He's got 8. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Barnes outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Mavericks trailing. Outside, Russell. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And he makes both free throws. Now, here's Fox. He's got 15. Outside for Wembanyama. Off target from three-point range.
So the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Shooting the Dallas.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Number 13, Najee Marshall.
Davis surveying the floor. Rebound by Sohan. So it's the Spurs now. And Fox has it in the corner. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Fox has got 18 points in the game. Here's Nembhard. He has 5. To the paint. Davis working in the paint.
and just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Back to Fox. Pass to Sohan. Harper wide open. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Locked and loaded. Harper got it away like he never even had it.
Now Nemhard takes it inside. Good work defensively by Fox. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's San Antonio up 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Stolen by Washington. Russell with it. Now guarded by Fox. It's Russell with the drive. The shot misses. Inside. And it's Sohan missing. Into the lane. Up top, Russell. Here's the floater. Rebound, San Antonio. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Sohan. Three-pointer. And it's flagged with the rebound. To the middle. Washington with it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter.
No good on that one. So he can't get either to fall. Here's Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Thompson.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Good on the second free throw. Mavericks trailed by 3. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Washington. Out to the right wing. Here's Flag. Makes it off the glass.
And that 7-foot wingspan of Flag helps him when he's in close.
Here's Fox. Castle on the wing. Back to Fox. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here's Russell. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. On the wing, Fox. From past the arc. And Davis pulls it down.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now, here's Thompson. It's Clay off the drive to take the lead. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Substitution on the floor.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. Wembanyama outside. Spurs working the ball around now. It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Gafford. Davis down low. Banked in off the glass. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still.
Hungry for the win.
Now, here's Fox. On the wing, Johnson. And Benyama outside. Clock at 4. Three-pointer, Fox. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Fox has got 22.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possessions.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And here's Barnes for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Pass to Christie. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Back along for the Mavericks. Christie. 1 shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Flag. Yep, that one goes in there. Flag's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Back to Fox. Pocket 6. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Flag. Davis down low. Rebounded by the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's Vassell on the wing. Here's Wembanyama. Outside, Davis. Down low. Left block shot on the way. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And that's 12 points for Anthony Davis. Here is Harper. Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Thompson outside. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Here's Davis to the inside. Here's Flag. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson misses. Spurs leading by 3. Pass to Wembanyama. The kick out to Harper. Now Wembanyama. He's guarded by Davis. And here's Harper from the arc. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Thompson outside. Inside, Klay Thompson.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
And here's Harper from the arc. Washington with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Thompson outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Pass to Harper. Spurs passing it around. Here's Wembanyama. Now Castle. 5 on the clock. Back to Fox. Over Russell. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Flag. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And that's 12 points for Cooper Flag. Down low. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Flag. Buries the long-range jumper. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
Delivering on the high. Flag proving he can be the guy in big moments. Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Now Davis. Washington's outside. Here's Davis. Thompson outside. 4 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. San Antonio trailing here. Fox with it. Here is Wembanyama. Flag with the rebound. Russell outside. Now Washington. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. There's the drive. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
This is how menacing Harper can be on the attack. Sometimes he gives the D no choice but to foul.
It's the first that ties the game up. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
Now Flag connects with the J.
Well, Flag can do it all. He can initiate, and he can beat you off the catch as well.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead right there. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Flag. Now Washington. Fox with the steal. Now Castle. Wembanyama fires. He drills the 3.
And how about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
Outside Russell. Wembanyama reels it in. On offense, here are the Spurs. It's a 1-point game. Fox. A putback. Tries again. Fox is double. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Russell. Here's Davis. It's good.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And that's an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
At the line for the Mavericks, P.J. Washington.
Take break. Two shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see here?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot inside, and take my chances in overtime.
Here is Wembanyama. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Fifth personal foul. Team remains in the penalty. Shooting the balance. Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it. A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson. And we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. Now here's Maxey. Outside Oubre. Back to Maxey. Thompson with a steal. Driving in. Some solid defense from Maxey. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
Yeah, and they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster still very young with room to grow.
Here's Durant, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You gotta push Durant farther away than this, or he will make you pay.
Maxey surveying the D. George left side. Lets the three fly. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Ali LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. I wondered what Coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, Coach joked, going on to say, we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way, but we also have to play him well when he's off the ball. It's a tricky assignment, so Coach is aware this is going to be a challenge for his team. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Ali. George's shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Durant. And he banks in the layup. Durant's got 6.
Just an aggressive inside play from Durant, pushing past the contact to get a shot.
Here's Maxey. And Smith over to help. For 3, George. On target from range. He's got 6.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
And I like to see this from Smith. Pushing the action, not just hanging around the perimeter.
That one's off. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together. And the number 3 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, Smith Jr.'s ceiling is considered to be very high.
Here's Edgecombe. Thompson goes in. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
That first step is so dangerous with Ahmed. I mean, he was just gone.
To the wing on the left. Pass to George. And here's Maxey outside. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
To the wing, right side. Here's the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. George outside. Beyond the arc. And it's Maxey missing. And it's Houston's ball. Here's Thompson. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Pass to Oubre. Shoots. And he nails the jumper. Maxey's got 5.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
You must
And so Thompson will bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 2. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. And here's Shepard for 3. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Maxey on the wing. Pass to Edgecombe. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Wow, V.J. Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Here's Shepard. No points so far. Pass to Thompson. And it's blocked by Embiid.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Back comes Houston in transition. Outside Durant. Count that bucket. Durant's got 8.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Edgecombe. Outside Maxey. The 3 is up. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Durant drives in. And that one's good. 10 points for him.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Embiid can't hit. Rockets trail by 3. Thompson left side. Oubre with a steal. Pass to Maxey. Oh, deflected. Thompson with a steal. Durant with the bucket.
Just terrific hustle from Durant, outpacing the defense and finishing the fast break strong.
George outside. Here's Edgecombe. Back to George. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. And the 76ers lead by 4.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
Pass to Şengün. The rebound by Embiid.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks for him.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
And Houston has possession, following the score by Philadelphia. Here's Shepard. Nice move. The putback. Here's Şengün. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Out left to the wing. Here's Edgecombe. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Here's Shepard. Still without a bucket. Outside Durant. To win the run. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense, it's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Pass to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. It's rebounded by Şengün. Here's Shepherd. And here is Thompson. From behind the arc. And that's good. Shepherd for three. Now just a three-point Philadelphia lead.
Shepherd is good at measuring the defense. He knows his passes are coming his way if he has space to shoot.
It's Şengün, high post. Pass to Thompson. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Now here's Oubre. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. And the 76ers lead by 4.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Substitution on the court.
Grimes with the ball. Pass to Drummond.
In the first 2 minutes.
And out of bounds. Houston will have it. And Philadelphia making a change here. And Houston has possession. 4-point game. To the left side wing. And here's Şengün. He's scoreless. It's stolen by McCain. Outside Grimes. Pass to Edwards. And here's Embiid. Clock at 6. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
He's so tough to stop. Even when you hit Embiid, he possesses the strength to muscle shots in.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Philadelphia.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Tim, these recent injuries robbing Embiid of prime years. 7 straight All-Star appearances up to 2025.
Yeah, B.A., for a player his size that moves as quickly as he does, it seems like it put a tremendous amount of strain on those lower extremities. It's a common theme in this league.
Şengün makes that read so well. He knows exactly where everyone is on the floor.
Embiid can't hit. Rockets trail by 4. Outside Holiday. It's stolen by McCain. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Pass to Grimes. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. To the left wing. Here's Embiid. Adams grabs the miss. Now Tate. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Philadelphia. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. More NBA on 2K. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you guys.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Embiid drawing the double team. Three-pointer. Adams grabs the miss.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Pass to Okogie. Here's Adams to the paint. Şengün. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Philadelphia moving it around. Outside McCain. Pass to Edwards. Takes a three. Adams grabs the miss. The Rockets trail. Okogie's shot is off. Here's Embiid. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Here's Tate. Back to Şengün. Inside. Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
And the foul on Jared McCain. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Davison. Pass to Okogie. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Outside Edwards. To the middle. Here's Barlow. Outside Edwards. Outside McCain. Clock at 4. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Edwards can't hit. And it's Houston's ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Outside Tate. Pass to Davison. It's stolen by McCain. Going all the way to the rack. Here's Barlow. Embiid inside. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Well, injury's a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, BA, and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down. And Quentin Grimes also impressive.
And the Rockets with possession. Out to the wing. Back to Thompson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Joel Embiid.
The sheer size of Thompson makes it difficult for defenders to match up well against him.
Houston shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
Here's Maxey. Capella with a block.
Yeah, great timing on the denial by Capella. Able to get a piece of the ball on that one.
For three, Maxey knocks down the triple. Maxey's got 11 points. Thompson scanning the floor. And the slam dunk by Thompson. Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 11. Here's Embiid. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Thompson with it. 7 points in the game. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
And he's good on the second.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Over to the left wing. Outside McCain. Pass to Barlow. 5 to shoot. And here is Maxey. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Thompson. And here's Shepard for 3. Houston with another miss. Now Maxey. He's got 11. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Back to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Grimes. And the three-pointer goes. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Maxey attacking. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Capella. How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
He's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move. And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Oh, stolen by Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. 15 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting. That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Edgecombe. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets trail. Here's Shepard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, when I watch Reed Shepard play, I'm sometimes reminded of John Stockton. The type of handle and the way he goes to the cup, quicker and more athletic than he appears. You know, I know that's big shoes to fill, but I just like the similarities and the intensity.
He gets it in there.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Right side, Oubre. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Edgecombe. And here's Maxey outside. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Thompson draws the double. Pass to Smith. Here's Shepard. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Back to Maxey. Clock at 6.
And just a very well-built guard. You know, Maxey is so hard to slow down around the rim.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. And he drops the first. Both free throws good from Maxey. And so Thompson will bring it up for Houston, trailing by 4. Goes up on the baseline. Drummond grabs the miss. Out left to the wing. Pass to Maxey. And here's Oubre from the arc. Drills it from deep. Oubre's got 6.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Who's watching here?
Pass to Oubre. Here's Edgecombe. Back to Oubre. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Here's Shepard. He's got 5. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Maxey attacking. Outside Oubre.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
George outside.
2 minutes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Now here's Smith. Outside Durant. Oh, Durant playing big in the paint.
Oh, good recognition from Smith Jr. Now, sensing the defense overcommitment and punishing them for it.
Maxey attacking. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging it up there like that. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
At the line for 1. Thompson.
And the technical free throw is good. .110 left in the second period. Here's Durant with the drive. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. The Sixers lead by 6. George outside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. On the wing, Thompson. On the wing, Durant. There's the 3. Smith. Nice persistence to tip it back in.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
Outside Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. Pass to Drummond. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Thompson outside. And he drives in. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Back to Maxey. Fires the three. Knocks it down from distance. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for Philadelphia. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Shepard. Pass to Şengün. Right side Durant. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Şengün. Launches it. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Şengün's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, he knew he had to put that shot up quick. And a great job by Şengün to save the possession.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. There's a resemblance in Alperen Şengün's game. Coach Udoka said he's got a little bit of Joker in him. That's the first thing you'll see. Şengün acknowledged the comparison, adding our passing skills and touch under the rim is similar, but Joker is like monster level. I want to get to that level. Brian, back over to you.
He is on the rise. Thank you, Allie. Smith inside. No good on the shot. The Sixers leading. Here's Edgecombe. And the layup falls. He has 6.
Yeah, we know Edgecombe has the athleticism to get through that inside resistance, but the control is also impressive.
Pass to Durant. Now here's Smith. Here's Shepard. He's got 5. Thompson outside. Oh, he tries a 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Durant, no good. The Sixers lead by 4. Pass to Embiid. Right side Oubre. George outside. Here's Edgecombe. There's the drop. Oh, wow!
Edgecombe's ability to run and jump are well known. This is what drew a lot of eyes to this young man.
And here are the Rockets now. Here's Thompson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
Both free throws good from Thompson. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Thompson with a steal. And they're on the break. Here's Shepard. He's got 5. It's stolen by Maxey. Here's the break. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
Yeah, right away in his career, it's been clear that Edgecombe has a physical presence that very few NBA rookies have.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
Pass to Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
To the inside. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. The putback. Here's Durant. And it's Durant gliding in for the fast break finish.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Thompson outside. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Pass to Maxey. George outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Maxey. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Here's Shepherd. Finished off the break. Shepherd's got 7. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Houston.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
On the wing, Durant. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
Oh, Durant reached deep into the bag of tricks on that one. I mean, I'm not surprised by any shot he hits these days.
Here's Maxey outside. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Thompson outside. Pass to Şengün. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by George. Back to Oubre. George scanning the floor. Screen by Embiid. And the foul called on Paul George. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
Left side, Durant. Durant draws the double. Pass to Thompson. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Thompson's got 8 points in the quarter.
If you bring a double at this level, it can lead to some easy hoops.
Back to Maxey. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Şengün.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Here's Shepherd. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, that will energize his teammates, going right at the defender and throwing it down.
Back to Grimes. And stolen by Durant. Here's Shepherd. Finished off the break. Shepherd's got 11.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
The 3, Durant hits a 3-pointer. And it's a 7-point Rocket lead.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
And it's Maxey missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
George over to help. Pass to Şengün. On the wing, Durant. 23 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Back to Şengün. Misses the layup. '76ers trail by 7. And here's Embiid. George outside. Thompson with a steal. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
Looking to end the run. Oh, nice shot by Grimes. He has 6.
If he gets that kind of space on the perimeter, you know it's going in.
Here's Durant. Here's Şengün. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thompson. Basket's good. Thompson's got 12 points in just the second half.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Pass to Grimes. Now here's Oubre. Şengün with a double team. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one. Good on the second one. The Rockets lead by 7. Holiday with the ball. Pass to Okogie. Back to Holiday. Shoots over Maxey. The shot by Holiday, no good. 76ers trail by 7. Maxey on the wing. Back to Drummond. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Drummond's got his first points in this one.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfect.
Fast break, Philadelphia. Maxey with it. Tate picks him up defensively. Maxey, that's good.
You know, you have to love how strong Maxey takes it inside. Feels like he can beat everyone to the cup.
Outside Tate. Back to Holiday. 3-pointer. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Rockets lead by 5.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
From deep. Buries it from 3. Grimes has got 9.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger.
3-pointer, Holiday. No good there. Now Philadelphia with it. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Maxey. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Steven Adams.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
First one falls for him.
2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. And so it's Houston with it. Here's Okogie. No points yet. Left side, Green. Back to Okogie. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Maxey. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Barlow. Drummond. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Outside, Green. Here's Okogie. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for the 76ers. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The Sixers leading. And here's McCain to the right side. Down low. It's tipped. Pass to Shepard. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And not only can he burn you from deep, Shepard is also skilled inside. Just great work there.
Here's Barlow. Back to Edwards. Here's Barlow. And here's Grimes. 6 to shoot. The three. The rebound by Shepard. Pass to Şengün. And there's a call on Quentin Grimes. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
.60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Durant's shot is off. And the 76ers with possession. Here's Barlow. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the 76ers lead by 2. Smith outside. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the 76ers.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
A three off the inbound. KD, what else would you expect?
On the catch and shoot, Durant is so effective. You have to run him off his shot.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Back to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. And that one is stuffed right through.
Such an explosive athlete. Maxey saw his chance and took it right to the rim.
Here's Shepard. Out to Thompson. Here he goes. Rebound by Philadelphia. Pass to Edgecombe. And he throws it down with one hand.
Yeah, and leaving no doubt. Edgecombe just flies to the rim.
Durant for 3. Goes back up. Now Şengün from the arc. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Oubre can't hit. Houston in the lead. Pass to Şengün. Houston working the ball around. To the inside. Here's Smith. Good work defensively by Oubre.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
To the paint. Here's Şengün. Soft touch off the glass.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Oubre. Right side Maxey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Maxey's got 41.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
And Philadelphia making a change here.
Team foul. Substitution on the board.
Durant looking around. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Pass to McCain. And here's Embiid. Adams covering. Embiid inside. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Okogie on the wing. Now here's Durant. Out to the right wing. Outside Tate. Back to Adams. Shot clock at 5. Okogie on the wing. Takes the 3. Second chance shot. Outside Tate. To the middle. Here's Adams. Outside Tate. Goes up again. And it's Adams missing. Outside Grimes. Inside. Now Embiid. Outside McCain. Pass to Barlow. Releases. Embiid can't hit. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Houston. Trailing by 2. KD won't be stopped.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on to something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Pass to Okogie. Outside Tate. Now here's Şengün. Maxey covering to take the lead. And the layup by Durant. Durant's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
Now here's Maxey. He takes it in. And he dunks it down.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And Houston has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Out to the right wing. Houston working the ball around. Here's Durant. Oh, he got it with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Now Philadelphia with it. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Smith right side. It's stolen by Maxey. Oubre with it. Guarded by Smith. Outside Oubre. Back to Embiid. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 10 points for Joel Embiid.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
And Capella gets it to go.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Outside Maxey. From outside the arc. Smith with the rebound. The Rockets trail. Pass to Capella. The layup off target. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
First team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
The Sixers lead by 3. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Maxey. Embiid drawing the double team. Now Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson with it. Outside Durant. The 3 is up. It's money from deep.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through with a clutch.
Here's Embiid. Now it's Maxey. Now Oubre. Lets it go from 14. Oh, it misses. And they're set to take control of this game.
It's crucial that they convert here.
Here's Shepherd. Smith outside. To take the lead. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Thompson with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the 4th. Here's Shepherd. 4 on the clock. Here's Durant. George with a steal. For 3. And he nails it.
Oh, commanding the ball in big spots. Maxey is so fearless.
Now Thompson. Oh, he nailed the jumper.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. It's a 1-point game. Outside George. Let's loose for 3.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
His effort has been there since the opening tip. He is leading the way by example.
And what a huge moment right there. Smith connecting on a big-time shot.
Maxey fires. The triple drop.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Oh, what a clutch performer. It's clear that Durant loves the spotlight and embraces that chance to take those huge shots.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Edgecombe showing his maturity. Gets them the big bucket when they need it most.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Thompson. Puts up the tray. Embiid there for the rebound. Now it's Maxey. Up top, Embiid. Now it's Maxey. He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
Houston calls timeout. They're behind by 5. Guys, what do you think?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, you're going to have to play this out, take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
Durant. Oh, he can't connect from long distance. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah.
Beefing with my right now, but life still lit. Riding down the strip, $500,000 whip.